Have you ever wondered who would win in a fight between the RX-78-2 Gundam and the Transformer Optimus Prime? History is chock full of battles between two incredibly powerful forces, but more often than not, only one of them comes out victorious. These two robots are arguably the most powerful machines in their respective universes, but if there ever were a crossover and these two had to fight to death, who will reign supreme? Who will come out victorious and take the crown of the most powerful robot in all known universes? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video today, so sit back and relax as we dive into the abilities of both the RX-78-2 Gundam and Optimus Prime, and take a look at which one of them would win if they were pitted against each other in a mecha-sized duel. Welcome back to Technology Today. Let's get into it. So first off, I'm sure we're all already aware that either robot comes from an entirely different universe than the other. Let's take a look at where the RX-78-2 Gundam comes from first. The RX-78-2, or the White Mobile Suit, is the titular mobile suit of the anime series Mobile Suit Gundam. The mobile suit was secretly built on Side 7, and it helped the Earth Federation gain the upper hand over the Principality of Zeon during the One-Year War. Optimus Prime, on the other hand, hails from the distant planet of Cybertron, a world made out of metal and run by technology. The planet is made out of futuristic cities and metallic land formations, and it is usually the body of the Transformers creator Primus. Before becoming the Optimus Prime that we've read about in the comics and watched in movies, Optimus Prime was a mere civilian known as Orion Pax, or Optronics. However, everything changed when he was selected by the Matrix of Leadership to step up and lead, which paved the way for him to become the leader of the Autobot forces. It was his leadership that allowed the Autobots to gain the upper hand over the evil Decepticons in the Great War. As we've discussed, either robot was vital in helping turn the tide in both of their major wars, which I think is a testament to their abilities and fighting power. But what exactly can they do in battle? That's what we're going to be talking about next, but before we go there, remember that if you want to learn more about all things Gundam, stay updated and informed with the hottest and latest tech, and have the world's most fascinating and most brilliant innovations brought straight to your screens, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to keep yourself in the know and up to date. Now we move on to the characteristics and abilities of either robot. The RX-78-2 stands at a whopping 18 meters and weighs a full weight of 60 tons. In terms of speed, it could go as fast as 165 kilometers per hour. It was considered to be very advanced for its time. It was built from lightweight Luna titanium alloy, and it was lighter and much sturdier than typical mobile suits. It was the first ever mobile suit to have firepower equivalent to a battleship's beam cannons, which it proved using its Mighty Beam rifle. The Gundam also uses two beam sabers made of scalding hot plasma, which allowed it to cut through any material with ease. When the Gundam was designed, it was equipped with a whole host of armaments meant to enhance its fighting capacity. Rockets, Vulcan guns, the Hyper Hammer, and a shield which made it virtually indestructible and impervious to almost any attack launched at it. The RX-78-2 pilot's Ray was incredibly skilled in using the shield as a decoy during battle, attacking the enemies through it. The RX-78-2 was also fitted with a learning computer that allowed it to study and analyze pilots and enemy data to learn how it could perform better the next time around. The information it was able to gather was used by the Earth Federation to further improve the performance of its mass-produced form. In the Transformer movies, Optimus Prime stands at roughly 22 feet tall, which is about 6.2 meters, give or take. He also weighs about 4.3 tons. This is a stark contrast to the height and weight of the RX-78-2 Gundam, but before we draw any conclusions, let's take a closer look at Optimus Prime's abilities. As a special ability, all Transformers have an ability to disguise themselves and transform into vehicles. In Optimus Prime's case, he could turn into a massive Mack truck. Optimus Prime was definitely considered to be the strongest, most powerful Cybertronian. Some of his abilities include superhuman strength, superhuman speed, extreme durability, superhuman intelligence, and Cybertronian healing. His body is made out of living transformium metal, which allows him to easily recover from any damage inflicted upon him. The only thing that could possibly fatally wound him is a pierced spark. Optimus Prime is also extremely adept in handling weapons and is a master of hand-to-hand combat. However, one thing that truly sets him apart from his fellow Transformers is his invincibility. He has the matrix of leadership nestled inside of his chest. He can survive virtually anything. He even survived lockdown, impaling him with his own Judgment Sword. Now back to our main question. Who would win in a fight between the two? Who will emerge victorious in a battle between two particularly undefeated machines? The topic is highly debated by fans. Some say that Optimus' mechanical nature prevents him from breeding emotions which would allow him to stay a step ahead of his opponent, like what Amuro-Ray can do. However, others say that there would be a lag time between Amuro-Ray's command and the response time of the Gundam, while Optimus can respond instantly. Honestly, I think that the Gundam's sheer size, firepower, and near impenetrable armor would guarantee its win. However, a what-if episode of Death Battle showcased a Transformer winning the fight between him and the RX-78-2. While the Gundam does have immense power and is piloted by an extremely capable new type pilot, that is its only major advantage. Optimus Prime is way more skilled and experienced in battle, which gives him an edge in strategizing against his opponent. Additionally, the Gundam had limited ammo, which spelled trouble for him when he inevitably ran out. Let us also not forget about the matrix of leadership, which ascertains that Optimus Prime is invincible no matter what happens to him. Who do you think would win a battle between the RX-78-2 Gundam and Optimus Prime? Which one of their weapons do you think would seal the deal? What do you believe are their biggest weaknesses? I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know your thoughts by commenting them in the comment section below. I'll be responding to all of you who comment within the first hour of me posting this video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely check out my other video called FW Gundam Converge EX33 Alpha A0 releases in 2021. The future is bright for Gundam. In 2019, the giant robot media franchise celebrated the 40th year since the anime Mobile Suit Gundam first aired on Japanese television. To date, Gundam is one of the most popular anime series of all time, and millions of fans across the globe are dedicated to all things Gundam. The Gundam plastic model kits, or Gunpla, as they're so fondly called, are a big part of the media franchise's success, and Bandai has been working non-stop to deliver new versions of old classics and new plastic model kits to eager fans. During last year's Anime Boston, Naohiro Ogata, the franchise's producer, spoke about the future of Gundam and what it has in store for it over the next few years. He even pointed out that they have been able to sell over a whopping 500 million individual Gundam plastic model kits all over the world, which is indicative to Gundam's success and growth. Today we're going to be talking about one of Gundam's upcoming plastic models as it nears its release date, the FW Gundam Converge EX33 Alpha A0. What can fans expect from it? When is it going to be released to the public? How much will it cost? And what features will it have that will set it apart from other Gundam plastic model kits? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in that video, so check it out and join me as we take a look at the FW Gundam Converge EX33 Alpha A0. Spoiler alert, it's going to be massive. Stay connected, stay up to date.